we've just released this new Ikat print. It's just gone live on the website, and we are going to showcase and style it our way. I'm Tracy.
I'm Danielle.
And we're live from Lana and Flow headquarters. Everything you're seeing here has been made right here in Australia, sizes 8 to 24 in everything. 8 to 24. So Danny and I have got two completely different shaped bodies. We're going to be styling things our way and going through everything. All right, do you want me to start?
Yes, you start.
Okay, so starting off, we've got this beautiful Ikat print that is just released. I'll come in a little bit closer so you can see the colors coming through there. It's in our dry touch jersey, so it's got beautiful stretch to it and kind of molds to your body, especially when you're wearing it in a shape like I've got it on now. Gorgeous navy base, and then we've got the gorgeous sort of taupe colors coming through with different shades of red, so quite versatile. And this is going to go back with many of your other L&F pieces in your core wardrobe. We've been releasing blacks, and navies, and mulberries, olives, and we're going to show you how this beautiful print in the different styles that we're releasing will go through with those various pieces. So let's get through to Myrtle. So Myrtle she's a new dress, but we've had a very similar shape before. For all those Emmy lovers out there, Myrtle is our 3/4 sleeve version of the Emmy. The unique part of this style is actually the skirt. So I'm going to go to the skirt first before we talk about the rest of it. I always refer to it as almost like a waterfall detail through the front, and you'll probably see it a lot better if you see on the website, because it's quite difficult to see with the print on the camera here, but there's actually sort of a tuck detail through the front, and it's meant to quite hug the figure. So generally I wear a size 14 around the hip area. I'm normally 12s in tops, 14s in bottoms, and I actually thought I would go to a 14 in this one to accommodate my full hip shape. But I've gone to the 12 in this dress because I actually felt like the 14 wasn't snug enough, and you want this to actually sit quite snug against your body so that your hip shape can push out a little bit. That gorgeous tuck detail there, I think you can see it a little bit better there. Now, a slight variation that we've made to the skirt from our Emmy is a little bit of length was added to the bottom of the front, because with that Emmy skirt, with that waterfall detail, we found that it pulled up just a little bit. So we've actually just dropped that down so it's not pulling up. So you're getting a fairly even hemline, and you can just see on me how I've got that. It is still hugging around my back, and I'm wanting that to happen, and then it's dropping underneath, but I've got great movement through there and plenty of space at the bottom for speed walking through the city.
Yes.
Well, in our case, running across the road, trying to dodge the occasional truck because we're in an industrial area. I think we're a very glamorous group here in this industrial area, constantly crossing the road, getting to the office from the car park. But the bodice is a double layer bodice, so both the front and the back are a double layer bodice. And the beauty of this as well is we've got two panels through the front here, so you can see those panel lines there, and it's created what Danny was saying, it's almost like a soft sweetheart neckline. Yeah. And you're right, because these panels actually have a slight curvature happening there, and then it's almost like it's by no means sucking you in. It's not that tight, but it's just sitting against your body.
That's why it's cut, it's shaped beautifully. Really
beautifully shaped. And as well as where the skirt is attached to the bodice, it's got a slight curve that just goes down to the front. So it's not directly straight across, just a very slight curve, but that mimics those little tuck details that you've got in the front here. I've also got it on with a slip, so even though the bodice is a double layer, the skirt doesn't have any lining in it, so you can wear a slip with it if you're wanting that extra layer. So I've got one of our Maya reversible slips. So the reversible slips, you can either have a V-neck through the front, or you can have a curve through the front. And I think if I had it on with the curve, you would see that navy coming through there. So just sort of showing you that is the beautiful color of the slip. Gorgeous navy, so ties through. So if you were wanting a little bit more coverage to the front, you could switch your slip around and get that curve through there, and then through the bottom. I'm just getting that little layer there. So the slip also comes in two lengths. So this is the mini length, and we've also got the midi, which then sits just below the knee, which is great for our maxi dresses as well. Now, I did want to show you, I had a little belt here. I might grab it in a moment, but I'll just show you back with some jackets. And this is with our rainy jacket.
The red, Tracy?
Yes, please. I think that'll be fine because that'll give a good idea. So just showing you shape-wise this, Danny, we've got this is with our beautiful rainy jacket. So if you're wanting to take this into the office, I think this is a great work look.
Yeah.
Like paired back with the black, it's really shifting the colors of the prints. I don't feel like you have to wear it with navy. You can still go with black. As you can see, I've got the tights on and the black boots. I love how this neckline complements the neckline of the dress.
It really fits it, doesn't it?
It is so beautiful.
Streamlined.
Yeah.
And really feminine. So this is our rainy jacket. Definitely a great option for an office jacket as far as if you're looking for the sleek line. And then I just wanted to show, if you were wearing this, say, out, maybe going for drinks after work, you could pop it on with a beautiful denim jacket. And just showing you, bringing that through for something a little bit different, because you've still got that tailored shape coming through there. It does sit a little bit longer, but I really love the versatility. Now, a little bit later, Danny's going to be showing you, you're going to see Danny in this dress as well, completely different shape. So I really think it's important, if you don't relate to my body shape, more to Danny's, you stay on and watch that. But also at the end, I've been wear testing something that we're working on. I'll show you at the end because we'd love to get a little bit of feedback. Surprise.
Say, oh my gosh, it is so warm outside. You must be, you've got the number of layers you've got, Tracey. No wonder you're warm.
And Danny, I forgot to put on the belt, but maybe we'll get you to do the belt when you wear it.
All right, so I of course have got on the delicious Noah top, and we saw this come through last week in the lovely Nouveau print, which was beautiful, and a lot of people really enjoyed seeing this style. It's a very feminine, sort of retro type of silhouette on the body. So what we've got is a functional wrap top, and just show you the length of the strap. So the front strap, front tie is a little bit shorter, and of course the one that comes around my back is the longer tie. As we said last week, you could tie this at the back if you want to, but I like it tied just neatly at the front, under of course, and it sits beautifully just under the neckline. Yeah, so we've got full length sleeves with this really sweet little gather on the shoulder, which creates the really beautiful shape on your shoulders. Yeah, I'm loving the little bit of extra width that creates across my shoulders, which then comes down into the narrow part of the waist, and then of course shapes out with the bit of the peplum, as you can see.
Great shape.
It's a really lovely shape. And what I popped her on with is the Glennon tube skirt. So this is our navy Glennon skirt, very similar to the Andy. So we do get a few questions on the difference between the Andy and the Glennon. What we can say is that the Glennon waistband is a little bit shorter, so it's not as long, which means that the overall skirt is a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got the jelly tape in it as well.
That's right. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. It's the double looped over one piece of fabric. So it's all one piece of fabric that goes over the front, loops under, and comes up through the back, so that there's no seams on the bottom at all. And it's just a really beautiful, comfortable skirt to wear. So while it's double layered, you would easily happily wear this to work during summer as well. Yeah. It's a skirt that you feel like you don't need any lining, you don't need anything underneath. You just feel really secure. And really well put together, because it's just a beautiful shape. It's very flattering. I'm 169 centimeters tall and I'm wearing a size 10, and the Glennon sits just below my knee. But of course, that depends on where you want to wear the waistband. You can make it shorter,
lift it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Particularly if you've got a top out over the top of it, you can wear that waistband wherever you like, and because it's got that gel lining, it's not going to go anywhere. That's the beauty of these waistbands. They're so comfortable, but they also stay where you put them.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not going to sit down. You're not going to be spending the day pulling your skirt back up. Really beautiful skirt. So that's with the navy Glennon and the Noah top, which I think is just such a pretty shape.
I love the soft gather on the shoulder.
Yeah,
it's really
I know. It really makes your shoulders look really lovely.
I love it. Yeah. It's really such a beautiful detail. So this is when you talk about those fundamental pieces, those core pieces that you have in your wardrobe, those wardrobe builders we always talk about. I'm wearing 2 of them. Now we have just re-released the patent top in navy. We've probably haven't done a navy for a while, but I'm going to say, if there was a navy top you were going to get, I think this for a work top is an absolute must. So still in our dry touch jersey fabric. And the patent top, even though it's very similar to quite a few of the other tops we've got out there, when you look on our website, you'll see the Dakota, the Emily, and the Jamie, which are all related. The only difference between those three tops are the sleeve lengths. Patent looks exactly the same, but it's actually designed to have a slightly oversized fit. So it's always going to perform quite bigger than your other ones. I don't feel like it's a whole size bigger, but it is definitely just a bit more blousier is the best word I can say. Some people do go down a size. We don't recommend you go down a size. We recommend you get the size that you're wearing everything else. But if you would prefer something a little bit smaller, that's just the time when you will go down a size in it. So we've got that gorgeous tailored tuck through the front, and we've got a shoulder yoke, so that nod to beautiful tailoring. And I just love the way our design team tailor jersey fabrics so that they still are soft and stretch with your body, but they've got that tailored look to them. Gorgeous bell sleeve, that cuff at the end, that beautiful soft cuff. So this is a pull-on style. There aren't any buttons or any closures to deal with. Once you've got her on, staying in place all day. Shoulder yoke through the back, and then you can see tuck detail through the back there, which is another sort of tailoring point so that we can have shape through the sides, so you don't have a big billowy top, and you've got that little bit of fabric that's sitting under the tucks through the front and the back to give you that little bit of room. Now I've got it on with the cape pants in mulberry, match made in heaven.
Yeah.
It's like blueberries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's just all the berries, and it's just so rich. I think these two colors together. Now these beautiful Cade pants, these are phenomenal. They're full length pants, and we do have the crop version, which is our Yales. So if I'm 176 centimeters tall, so you can see the length on me. If you're sitting more on that petite height length, sort of around that 162 or below, you might want to try the Yales, and you'll find that they'll be a full length on you. However, we have a lot of tall ladies as well that wear the Yales as a crop pant too, with a long boot underneath. So we just provide the two lengths depending on what look you want, or depending on what height you are, how you'd want them to perform. So this mulberry colour, we've actually released in quite a few pieces. We've got the Diaz and the Brooklyn. I think we've got both.
Yes.
Diaz and the Brooklyn. And then even in our dry touch jersey, the heavyweight jersey pants, our Munros and Bradleys, we've also released them in a mulberry. The fabric is a little bit different, so the colour will always be a bit different, but we've stuck to the name mulberry. And you'll see how the idea of releasing those threads through everything else we release after it. It's all tying in together. So when you've got that one mulberry piece, you'll actually see that you get to wear it with quite a few of the drops that we have each week. All your pieces are working for each other and with each other. And I think that's really important. But back to these, I have declared my black ones are my favorite elegant pants ever. And it's probably the first time I've ever said that, and I do love the pants, but just wearing these, I really feel like myself. Beautiful fly front. They sit nice and high on the waist. We've got the belt loops. You can see the belt loops are quite wide, so they actually fit our Kiva belts. Just to give you an idea, I've popped one in so you can see that. And then we've got great deep pockets through the front, great wide leg, and they're just a beautiful, beautiful pair of pants is all I can say, made from our tech stretch fabric. And the beauty of this ponte is it's got phenomenal retention. When you put it on, it's as crisp at the end of the day as it is when you put them on in the morning. And that is the beauty of this sort of type of suiting that we have, is that you know that if you're traveling or you're going to spend quite a long time in the car, heading to a meeting, these are the type of pants that you won't need to worry about getting crease marks on, because you're not going to get them. You're going to get out your car, get out the plane, and be as crisp as you were when you put them on. So absolute beauties. At the moment available in black and mulberry. I have no doubt we'll have more colours coming. Black potentially will be getting topped up as well, because we've been selling out in sizes and that. But definitely have a look at the Yales as well, which are the shorter version. Definitely worth having a look at.
Yeah, and there's a few more colours on the website. But Yales, I think we have like olive, navy.
Yes, we do. Alrighty, so this is the beautiful patent top. This is an absolute wardrobe builder. Will go with everything. And then I've got it on with the gorgeous cape pants.
Nice. Cool. Nice.
Ooh, I love
Right,
this combo.
how's this colour combo? Really, really lovely. So we've already seen the Ikat paired with black and navy. I want to show you what it looks like with our delicious olive. So these are the Brooklyns in olive. And as you can see, I'll come up nice and close. that colour pairing is, just beautiful.
Yeah.
You can, this taupe, all of the colours go beautifully with it, but it's stunning.
Yeah,
so
it's really pulling out that goldy.
Exactly. As with all of our patterns, when you put it on with different base colours, different colours get pulled out.
Yeah.
And so you can really play with different pairings.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm loving this olive
Yeah,
colour.
no, I love that.
Are you going to show Tracey later the sage Morange?
I am.
Yeah. Spoiler alert! Because I was just looking at this going, I need the Morange over the top. It would look stunning. All right, so let's talk about the Dakota top, the Ikat in the Ikat print. So the Dakota top is another one of those staple tops. The shape is perfect to wear under jackets, under coats. It's got these lovely slim-fitting long sleeves, the beautiful tailored tuck in the front with the V neckline and the stitching detail around the V. It's got a tuck in the back as well. Yep. It's not a tight fitting top, it's not a loose fitting top, it's just a nice slim fit that is just going to sit beautifully on your torso. And it has of course got our shirt tail hemline. So if we untuck it, I am fast becoming a fan of the untuck. I do like a tuck. But whenever I do this, I look and go, oh, that looks really comfortable.
It relaxes it a little bit.
It just looks more comfortable for me. I'm just a comfortable person. So as soon as I untuck it, I go, hey, that's a bit more me.
That's the great thing about the shirt tail hemline is you can do a half tuck, a full tuck, untuck it, and it looks great.
So
anyway
just in case you're wondering what we're talking about, the shirt tail hemline, we've got a curved hemline at the front, up at the sides, and then curved at the back as well. And that just means that we do not cut you off a straight line at the lowest part of your body. So it's a flattering shape at the front. But as Jo said, you can easily do that half tuck, which also looks really smart. Let's talk about the Brooklyns. If you haven't come across our Brooklyns before, they are just one of those pants that you throw on and feel amazing in. They're so comfortable. They are made in that Ponte tech stretch. So lots of stretch, heaps and heaps of stretch. You are not restricted in these pants in any way, and they're just a really beautiful slim fit pant. They've got that hidden zipper at the front as well as a hidden internal button. Nice deep pockets. Okay, and they've got this lovely they've also got back pockets. And a beautiful seam detail down the back of the leg. Which always looks pretty special as you're walking away.
They're definitely a lot of people's favourite pant style.
You could quite happily have one of these in every colour in your wardrobe, and you'd be able to pair it with anything that you've got. These pants come in black, navy, mulberry. They are such a staple that we've got them in every colour. So if you like the look of them, I am a true size 10 in these. Don't need to go up, don't need to go down. These fit me perfectly, and they're a really great length on me as well at 169 centimetres. I can wear them with flats or heels and be very happy.
I wonder if we should see like the denim jacket. Just wait, you'll have to wear the size up in that, but just sort of showing that denim back with the olive.
Just a more casual weekend look. Really smart to go out for lunch. On the weekend.
Very like a very tailored.
Look, just an elevated casual look. Very nice.
Very nice. Really gorgeous. So this is our winter maxi, the Kimberley dress. Beautiful, I've got to say, in this print, these rich colours that are coming through. I hope they're coming through on this video, because the richness of these beautiful shades of reds, almost like with a hint of like plummy colours coming through there. It just feels, I feel like royalty.
I think there's pink in there.
No, totally. You definitely can. You can definitely have a play with
There's definitely
pinks.
Pinks in there as well. I would happily put pink over that.
You definitely could do that. But it's just got like a bit of a royal feeling to it with these beautiful, rich hues. So if you're not familiar with Kimberley, she's a winter maxi dress. So as I mentioned, I'm 176 centimeters tall, and it's just hitting me on the boot. So it's not by any means near my ankle yet. So there's still room for those that are around that 165 mark.
Yeah, if you actually on the website, we have images of Jordan, our model. She's 162 or 3, and it's a maxi length on her.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, so still working with her when she's got it on with the boot.
Yeah.
So with this one, we've got the long sleeves, just a long fitted sleeve that really, it's not too tight, but it does hug the arm. We've got a double layer through the back bodice. Front is a wrap over, so we've got extended waist ties, just our usual extended waist ties, and I've got a slip on again underneath. So what I've done with this one is I've actually popped on the midi slip. So I had the midi on earlier, and now I've got on the midi, which is just below my knee. I've still kept to the V-neck through the front, as you can see, because I don't want to see it coming through. But like I said, you could turn it around to have the round bit, and then you would be able to have that extra bit of coverage if that's what you were after.
Yeah.
With those extended waist ties, there's more than enough to wrap around your body. So if you're wanting to wrap around, as you can see, and then you go through the side. But if you're not wanting to bring it around, you can always tie through the back, or you can just go straight to the side, and even though you'll have a slightly longer tie, you can do a double tie over there and tie it that way if you're not wanting the tie to come around through the front. I know some ladies prefer to sit flat through the front, then having that tie come over. I actually quite like putting the tie just over that seam. That's my little trick.
Yeah.
And then I just do quite a small knot just to the front. I don't do it actually on the side because I'm just avoiding having extra bulk over here. So I do it just off the side there. And then we've got space here for our pockets. So beautiful deep pockets as well. And plenty of room underneath the dress. You can see the coverage through here that you've got going from the one side to the other. So generally when you're sitting down, the dress shouldn't splay by any means. Like I said, a really good take on a winter maxi. I think this is something you could wear definitely for a formal event. The colours definitely lend themselves to it.
Yeah, Louisa's just jumped on and said she's just ordered this dress for a winter black tie event in Sydney.
Yeah.
So perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we would love to see photos of you
Yeah.
in the group.
Yes, please.
And for those of you, if you're not familiar with our group, we've got the phenomenal L&F Style and Share group. Hop on over there and join the group, because this is a place where you get to see women styling L&F their way. But not only that, members of our team are in that group. We're all watching. Our designers are in there, the stylists are in there. So it's an opportunity for you to get free advice, style advice if you want to, as well as tapping into the brain trust of all the other L&F women out there that are wearing the garments, styling it their way, different shapes, different sizes, and you get to give, say, a little shout out to somebody if you need to ask a question and you relate to somebody else's body size or body shape. And it's just a place where women come together to celebrate fashion in a non-judgmental place, is what I want to say. A place where you can just be yourself, a safe space, and just share how you style things your way. And we were saying how phenomenal friendships have come out of this group, where we have had women who have met within this group online community and created their own meetups in Sydney, in Melbourne, in Perth, in Adelaide, in Brizzy, and through that have formed phenomenal friendships and have been friends for quite a few years. So it's definitely a great space to be part of.
Yes.
Yeah.
You look so pretty in that
Thank
dress,
you.
Tracey.
Thanks.
All right, so I wanted to give you a different take on the Dakota top that I had on before. So while I looked quite casual before with my Brooklyns, now I have taken her to the office, popped it on with a pair of the black Bradleys, which I love, and of course our black Garcia jacket. So as you can see, really easily we can dress it. And I was actually playing the sleeves. I think the Garcia is great because you can just sort of tuck her up.
And you can
Look
also
at my sleeves.
Yeah.
That is funky.
I love that.
I like that too.
Yeah, you can also roll them in with that stitching across the wrist there, so that, and it hides it, so you won't notice that you've rolled it in. It will just be perhaps if you have like shorter arms, or
Yep.
So that's intentional, so that you can roll it in
make
if
it
you
shorter.
need to.
I just like that little pop of colour underneath. That brings the colour from inside out. That's just me. I think it was quite cute. But so the Bradleys, of course, these are one of our most comfortable pairs of pants. It's like Are these Presleys, Tracey?
Presleys. Sorry. They've got all the flare at the bottom.
No Presleys. Presleys. So they are very similar, except that they've got the much wider leg.
Yeah, and they're a bit longer than the Presleys. Yeah.
Where did I? Anyway. They are still one of the most comfortable pairs of pants you can possibly own. We have these pants described as, your office pajamas.
Yeah.
And because you just feel like you're in a beautiful pair of lounge pants in them.
Yeah, and we also have a lot of prints and stuff in the Presleys.
Yeah, we've had some fantastic prints in them lately. Yeah, absolutely. And they're just in the print, they're such a statement pant. But when you wear just the nice plain black ones, they're just a beautiful, classic, classy looking pant.
Yeah.
And again, I could wear these with flats if I needed to, but I wanted to zhuzh them up a little with a heel, just to show you an office environment type of situation here with our Garcia. And of course, the Garcia jacket. If you don't have one of these in your wardrobe, you really need to get one. This is, to me, the most comfortable jacket you can own. Again, because it is such a staple and something that everybody loves, we have so many different colours in it. So if you're not a black girl or a navy girl, there are many different colours that you can choose from. But in terms of a jacket, what we love about this is it's almost like a short trench style with the wider lapels. There are no buttons at the front. It's not designed to be buttoned up. It's designed to just sit beautifully and create shape with beautiful seam work through the front. These lovely length in the sleeves that, as Jazzy said, you can shorten if you need to just by tucking. It's got a little short crop with the darts at the back to give more shape again. Garcia jacket is one you will never regret having in your wardrobe in several colours.
Yes, it's beautiful. You've got the caramel, don't you?
I have, and caramel would go with this beautifully.
Would absolutely go with this. All right, so beautiful Nova top that I've popped on, and I've got it on with the Monroe, so still that beautiful soft jersey pants, just like Danny had on in the Presleys, but they were a little bit cropped with more of a flare. The Monroe is the straight leg version, so I almost want to say it's kind of gives me the similar feel to the cage pants that I had on earlier, which are that sort of straight leg pant that was more high-waisted in our tech stretch, whereas these ones are still in the jersey but just very easy care. Monroe is a core product, always available in black and navy, and then we'll do seasonal colours like we've got the beautiful petrol and the mulberry at the moment. But when you've got these pieces, when we talk about those foundational pieces, you can see how you can just shift it with everything. So back with the Morant in the beautiful sage, beautiful Morant coat, this colour with those sort of taupey colours, they're really speaking to each other, as well as back with the navy. It's an absolutely beautiful coat, luxe coat in our gorgeous modal fabric that also, as you can see, has great stretch and retention to it. So it's a coat that's going to move with your body when you've got it on, but very, very stylish. And to me, this is my favourite colour. It's my alternative to black, and I think because it pairs with so many things, because of this beautiful sage colour, it pairs really well when you're wearing with the blacks or with tans, and of course with navy. Now I just want to show you with this top, the Nova top, I was just wearing the wrap dress and I showed you how it's got the extended waist ties. Now with this one, they're a little bit different. So how they're different is the dress, both sides were really long, the waist ties, whereas this one only has one side has a long tie. So what that means is once you've popped it through the hole, you tie it, bring it round to your back, but the one that's on your left stays where it is, and then you tie it so nothing's coming across through to your tummy like the other one did. So you are still getting flat through the front. So you can see we had one tie on this side, one on that side. It went all the way to the back and tied, and it's leaving the front flat with that little peplum. So just showing you a different look to what Danny had on earlier. I've just got it on with the Monroes. I think this is also a great work look, completely different actually to how you had it.
Yeah.
It really has a different feel. So it's also showing when you have that one piece and you've invested in your core items and sort of each week you're wearing it with something different. You're getting a completely different feel with it, I think. But gosh, I really, to me, I love this.
Beautiful look, yeah.
I really feel very comfortable, great winter look. Just have a scarf on, and I think super comfy.
Great shape on you too,
super
Tracey.
comfy. All right.
All right, so I wanted to pop on the dress that Tracey had on earlier and show you yet again with another colour pairing. So this is our Garcia in the Petrol, which is just one of the favourites. It's such a beautiful colour and really easy to dress up or go casual on weekends as well. But as you can see, we're not drawing any colours out of the Ikat print, but tonally it just goes really smartly. On our ever faithful pink heels. But I wanted to show you again that pink because even though the base of this appears sort of navy and reds and taupes, there is just these pops of pink. It's more like faded red, right?
Yeah.
But it looks pink.
Yeah.
It looks pink.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the Garcia. I just wanted to show you that colour pairing before I show you how this dress looks on my body shape. So Tracey was telling you before about the size that she landed on. Originally we thought I would maybe go down a size in this dress to an 8, but what happened when we did that is it fit me nicely. I've got narrower hips, not much shape through my body, and when we did that it was too tight at the top, so I really needed to go the size that suited my upper body for the dress, which is my true size 10. So we went with the shape size that fit my upper body, and then as you can see, it actually still fits me beautifully around the lower half of my body as well, and creates shape. So for somebody who doesn't have much of a shape through my torso, it's created a beautiful hourglass by adding a little bit around my hips, and really loving the shape that this creates on my body. So I chose with my body shape, which was a little bit larger up top, even though I don't have a lot of us, but for my shape, I'm a little bit larger up top. So we went for the size that fits me up top, and then it created some shape. And we'll put that belt on just so
just showing if you wanted to belt it. It does change up, especially if you've got a jacket on and you pop that belt on. It will give it a completely different feel. So you could go between having it belted or not belted for different looks. It looks beautiful.
It's just such a beautiful shape.
It is. Now I just want to talk about what I've been wear testing today.
Oh, okay.
So just a quick chat. So for those indie pant lovers out there are a lot of you. We have had a lot of indies fly at the door in the different colours, and they generally are worn by our petite height or close to petite height, following probably some ladies still around about 170. I'm going to go and say you've probably never seen the indies on me. Whenever there's been a live, I've never put them on. I've always felt too tall for them. They haven't been the right pair of pants for me. So our design team are working on making a longer pair. So I'm literally wear testing. At the moment, it's probably sitting around about the 12 centimetre mark longer. I've got them in the 14. So I have popped on indies very briefly before when we were working on them, and I gave them a go and I was like, yep, not for me. But when I put these on this morning before I came to work, I fell in love, and I was just saying to Fleur, I get it, I understand what all the indie lovers are saying. They feel amazing on. So there will be a few tweaks, but I just want to show you the style, which is quite different to a lot of the pants that we have, because they've been referred to as the perfect travel pants by our ladies in the group as well. You'll see photos of them wearing them. But I've got to say, because I wore them today with a beautiful shirt, and I had on just the way I was dressed, to me, I thought they were great work pants. I felt really well put together in them. So there's going to be a few little tweaks happening with the fit and that. So these are not 100% perfect, but I just want to let you know we are working on a longer version of the indies. If you do like the shape, ladies, you can hop onto our website and have a look at the current indies that we have, because as I said, they're quite different. They have absolutely no side seam. The seam's actually all in the middle. There's just a dart on the side here, and also a soft folded waistband with a little bit of soft gathering here. They're really different, but I love the way the shape, I love the way it's not fitted, but I still feel like it gives me shape. I really feel great in them.
Yeah.
Come in.
Yeah. I love the detail down the bottom.
Yeah, so they're going to tweak that a little bit because it's still hanging a bit loose. Like I said, it's not 100% there, but I just want to let you know we are working on it. We'd love to know feedback from any of you that perhaps have tried the indies but sent them back because they were too short and you would love a longer pair. Let us know. But other than that, that is us for today with the Ikat release. We hope you've enjoyed watching us style it our way. I've had a lot of fun today. I must say, it's a beautiful print.
It is a lovely print.
And I felt really good in the dresses too. And as Danny and I both said, I wanted to fill out the hip area. Even though I wore the size of the top, the 12 area, and I felt like I filled it out quite nicely. Because when I went up to the 14, I was saying I shouldn't feel sexy, but when I put on the 12, I did feel sexy. So it's a kind of dress you don't want to have hanging on you. You actually want it to shape. So for you, you're getting the shape at the top, but the draping is actually giving you curves.
Absolutely.
Which is quite beautiful. All right, ladies. Hope you all have a wonderful week, and we'll see you on Friday for our next release. Bye.
Bye.